So do we want to do this, plan this as another random, or actually do this? Do we want to do all of these as just randoms?
What are we doing?
These episodes tonight. Just random drops, like I'll drop it on a
So
Wednesday.
we're recording tonight? I thought we were just goofing off.
With microphones.
Why the hell would we get drunk and sit in front of microphones if we're not going to record it?
I was drunk before we started. Shit.
I do like this has very much been a kind of cleaning the closet out episode.
Yeah. I like the idea of random drops.
So yeah,
We're still going to have to go Sunday.
We can call them closet cleaners.
Oh, I'm in trouble then. I'm recording tonight. We don't have to do Sunday.
Yeah, we don't have to. I mean, that'd be fine with me.
I'll be in trouble, but I nearly am. So I don't
Should
care.
I open this beer? Or...
I'm telling you,
Yes,
just in
open
case.
a beer.
Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show.
See? I wasn't even worried.
Give it a second.
It didn't look good.
Look around the look at the mouthpiece. Look at the tip of the bottle.
I see it.
Is that mold?
Looks like mold. Yes.
Smell the bottle.
I'm not going to drink it, but I want to smell it at least.
Smells sour.
It smells. Let Johnny smell
I'm not going to drink it.
So near as we can figure, this is something that's been hiding in the bottom of the beer closet. It's what is it called? Biere de table.
Blanca Biere
de table.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 2016. It is a pale ale brewed with herb.
It
doesn't
smells
say what
sour.
herb or herbs. Oh, it smells
It's a
heinous.
Fuck it.
No, it's a pale ale. It is a. There's. Oh, that is very bubbly. Yeah, this is infected to high hell.
Oh, good. It's just what I wanted.
I'm not trying it. No, don't rub that on your shirt. Don't. That's God. That's like 8 years of mold, and I think you're rubbing it
So that
into
could
the
be
inside now.
Keep in mind, that could be the gummy shit from the top of the cap.
Oh, you might be right. Maybe look at the.
It smells like shit.
It smells terrible. Oh yeah, look at the inside of the cap. The inside of the cap has started to turn black.
Oh my god! All right,
Why are you pouring it?
What's this supposed to
That
be?
much.
A pale ale with
You
herbs.
gotta do
No,
like-
I don't. No, don't infect my glass with that shit. Nope.
You opened it. You brought it.
Yeah, I did. Johnny seems to like it.
Holy fuck! This smells so bad.
Yeah, that smell soured my gut as soon as I smelled the bottle.
And Johnny's still drinking it.
It had a huge head on it.
Yeah, it doesn't taste that bad. I mean, it's very bland.
Well, it's a pale ale.
I mean, but there's
That's
no
8
like,
years old.
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck? It's good.
Yeah.
You like it?
No. Why are you pouring more?
Because it's not bad.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
it's bad.
It is so contaminated.
I know what a bad beer smells like, and a pale ale.
I know what it tastes like.
A pale ale shouldn't smell like sour farm.
Oh my
Johnny, you can have that bottle.
gosh. I need a new glass now. I can't put something else in that one.
why I didn't. You
This is not that bad.
Okay.
Try it. You try it.
No.
Wait, it's not that bad.
I love this podcast. It's helping me clean out all the shit beers from my closet so Johnny can drink them. You can take home that 2013 Blakehorn Unidragon, Johnny. You can have that
I
one.
will.
Yeah.
That one is so bad.
Big
I will say in the last 6 episodes, it's probably one of the worst.
What? Oh, I would agree. Of the last few,
I'm
it's
glad
the
I
worst
I
taste.
managed to
I would
bring
say
something
9,
in.
but we had some really bad ones.
It's so bland and
Yes.
light.
9 to go.
There's just.
No, it's...
I think it's fine.
Whatever infected it literally ate everything in there.
If you really like licking toe fungus, you probably would like this.
Yeah, no, this tastes nothing like toe fungus.
No kink shaming. That's the first rule.
I didn't kink shame. I just said if you like toe fungus,
Oh, that's true. You
you'll
did.
like this.
You did. What is it? We'll have a palate cleanser then.
So this and the following beer, were I got for $1 a can at a gas station in Detroit.
Got a good deal.
I called Mr. Jim.
I know these things.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, this is what they have. It's 3 Floyds. There were 2 racks that were full of 3 Floyds beer for $1 a can. I'm like, is this worth the chance? He goes, yeah. I'm like, Cool. So I bought all 23 cans.
3 Floyds are good, but this is probably one of my least favorites from them.
This is zombie dust.
I like it.
Yeah, zombie
I like
dust
it a
is
lot.
everywhere. Once they started distributing to Michigan, like every single bar has zombie dust, and it's a little disappointing to me because I like zombie dust. I think zombie dust is like a better version of Two Hearted.
Oh, I would 100% agree with that. This is phenomenal.
But Gumballhead has always been my favorite, and Daryl, he likes Gumballhead as well.
So I had that.
And I'm
when
always sad it's not on tap. Like it's always zombie dust on tap, and not only that, but like zombie dust is what? Like I think this is like 7.5% or 7.6% or something like that.
6.8, I think.
Is it that low? I thought it was 7.
But just the
could-
Oh, 6.5. Yeah.
the acidicness in the zombie dust, I can't stand.
I love it. Not
That's
as much
fantastic.
as Gumballhead. You can definitely, it tastes like it is kind of a little, the flavor's a little flatter than it normally is. It's normally a little brighter when
Yeah,
it's
so
fresher.
the date on one of the cans I looked at least, I think it was the Gumballhead is what I called you on, because I knew that one. That was like August of 23 was the bottling date.
Which I would
So these
I would
have been
expect to
sitting
be
there at
fine.
least a year.
I expect Gumballhead's probably a little better because this zombie dust is a really hoppy
I
beer.
like the Gumballhead a lot better than this one I
And
had on
both
last
zombie dust and Gumballhead you can pick up at a store
Yep.
anywhere here in Michigan.
Yep.
night. So that,
From
that-
Indiana. So
yeah.
and it took them. I can't believe how long it took them to actually get here. But our distribution laws are fucked, as we know.
Well, I'll leave that one to you guys for a moment. I'm going to try and get rid of some more of
What
this.
the fuck is wrong with
He's
you?
going. He's going back to the Blanca beer to table.
I said yeah.
Yeah, there's not even a date on the bottle for that one. I had to actually use Untap to look up which one of my friends had it and when, because that's how it ended up in my collection. In 2016 was the last check-in of this one, so it has to be from at least 2016, maybe older. And pale ales, especially ones in bottles.
Doesn't age well.
No, it's not an 8-9 year beer.
No, definitely not. It's very, very bland and just alcohol. I mean, it's like a seltzer almost, really.
But now for a drinking beer, the next one, the Gumballhead,
Yeah, that's
that wheat is a good one.
that is a go-to drinking beer. Like I can drink a lot of Gumballheads. The first year I ever went to Dark Lord Day, and we, at that time the Three Floyds store was open, and you'd go there the night before and just load the car with cases of Gumballhead. I would always come home with 2 or 3 cases, and it would never last long. It would be my daily driver. I would drink several Gumballheads every day until they were gone.
Nice.
It's a good lawnmower beer. It's just a good boat beer. It's a good beer just to have at any given time. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I mean, that's a beautiful frothy head coming from that
It is
Blanca.
indeed. I'm going to let that settle because it's very, very bubbly.
You know why that is?
I can imagine a
Infected.
number. Of
Yeah.
reasons,
There's not a single like cellulose chain left in there. There is not a single protein left. It was consumed.
Y'all have seen what
I feel
drink.
like Gumballhead with 3 Floyds is kind of the same thing as Yingling. Them trying to get it here to Michigan, they
I
couldn't
could see that
because they
analogy,
didn't
yeah.
come in for a while. And people were talking about it.
I'm
that's
surprised that
amazing beer,
Yingling
too.
is still not here, but Three Floyds is.
Do we know him?
Yes, I do.
Let's invite him in. Let's just invite some random dude off the street to come in and have
Stop
beer.
it with you, Johnny. You just
Squirrel,
want to ruin
squirrel.
everything.
Yep. Excuse me.
I've been more inclined to drag the girl in with the crack pipe.
To be fair, I don't think
To
it was
be
a crack
fair.
pipe. I'm pretty
Thank
sure
you.
it was just weed.
Sounded better.
But Gumballhead, I'm gonna have some of this. It's American Pale Wheat. It's got this like badass looking like cartoon cat on the front smoking a cigarette. So that's how you know he's cool, because he smokes.
And if you've never had Gumballhead, you're missing out on some great
Oh,
beer.
it's good.
Yeah, it is. It is very easy to obtain. It's 5.6%. If you live in the Northeast, you can probably get it. And if you don't live in the Northeast, well, move. I don't know if you can get this shipped. I don't know if Three Floyds does anything like
I don't
that.
know. I got it at a gas station in Detroit for $1.
Michigan, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan. I think there's only one Detroit in the United States.
Just for our listeners in Michigan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have listeners in the UK and Germany and Sweden.
Guatemala, Japan, China, Russia.
That's hugely
There's
disappointing.
There's another new one.
Oh, no.
Is it?
Is it just me, or does that taste like unsweetened tea, like
A
sun
little
tea?
bit, yeah. Little bit.
tastes
and
like iced tea.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
it
this
is.
one.
It's not. It doesn't. It's not a bad taste. It just doesn't taste like Gumballhead.
So I have
Tastes
another
like iced
can
tea.
of each. Because that could have been placement in the rack that I got them from. What was I
It's a
looking for?
can. I don't think light penetration isn't a problem.
Well, heat, though. Heat exposure in the window.
It shouldn't matter.
Shouldn't.
It was in Johnny's pocket. Come on now.
I don't think that matters either. I don't think temperature fluctuations affects the beer unless you're getting it like super hot.
What the hell was I going to look at?
I don't know. Probably
I don't remember either.
the microphone or the computer
No, it's
screen.
something on my phone.
Oh well,
Boris, I
is
don't
that what we're
remember.
doing in the podcast now? We're hanging out on our
Watching
phones.
phones.
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
I don't think
So
our
we're
listeners
not
want
supposed
that.
to watch our porn while we're podcasting? My bad.
Not
As long
unless
as
you're
it's
in
on
safe
mute.
browsing. Yeah.
As long as it's on mute.
I mean, it could be on mute. I don't give a shit. Just don't put it on the broadcast on your screens.
So one of the twins just messaged back. On a Tuesday? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I was actually looking at.
Yeah, it's not bad, but that is kind of strange that it very
It
much
doesn't
has,
taste the same at all.
No,
No.
it's definitely better fresh. I think these are specifically styles that are better fresh. You know, like an IPA and a pale ale. Like that's a fresh drinking beer. I don't think they've gone off, but they definitely haven't gone on. If that's a thing,
Excuse me.
it's not overly terrible.
No.
I would still like if you gave me a can of this and it was a hot day, I would still drink the hell out of
Oh,
it.
yeah. Point in case, I'm drinking this stuff.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but
Oh, there's so many things wrong with me. We've established this like a long time ago. Come
that's
on.
kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So, well, that's unfortunate that they aren't flawless, but that's still no admonishment to Three Floyds or Gumballhead or Zombie Dust. Like
I'll blame the Detroit Marathon Gas. I think it was a Marathon.
I still
gas
think these are
station.
worth $1. If I
Oh,
if
hell
I
yeah.
went to the bar and I was ordering these for $1, I would keep drinking them.
Yeah, so I think it was 12 of the Zombie Dust, 8 of these, and there were 3 vodka seltzers that I got for $1 a can. I literally cleared off 2 of the 3 shelves they had, and the third shelf was all $1.69 and like all day IPA and stuff like that.
$1.69? You out of your mind?
For an
Yeah,
all-day
for
IPA.
$1, comparing $1 a can to that, hell yeah. I'm a cheap broke motherfucker, man. I'm going for the $1 bottles, cans, whatever.
And just brew your own beer. It's cheaper.
I do.
Exactly.
I've got like 100 gross bottles in the kitchen right now. I have a 6-gallon jug of mead that I need to bottle. I have a total of 13 or 14 gallons of a wine that's been sitting there for like 10 years.
I was supposed to keg today instead of doing this.
What'd you make?
I went and like cleaned out my brewing supplies. I had bought a bunch of like stuff on clearance when Cap and Cork was going out.
Nice.
And so it had just been sitting in my closet. So I looked at what I had and decided what can I make. So I made a black lager,
Ooh.
which was just I had a bunch of like dark liquid extract sitting there, and I'm like, wonder what happened if I put lager yeast in this. So we'll find out.
I like the mystery ones.
And there was I had a big container of buckwheat honey, which is like this like really like
It's like real heavy, isn't it?
very.
Yeah.
It's like smoky and molassesy, and I figured that the dark LME was probably going to come out like heavier body than I wanted. So I was like, well, if I put a bunch of this honey in it, maybe it'll thin it. We'll see. I don't know. I dumped 2 packets of 3470 in it, and we'll see what it turns out to be. I used like an ounce of Saz hops or something, nothing fancy. And then I made 4 gallons instead of 5 of Belgian pale wheat because I had a bunch of DME, like wheat DME. But I didn't have enough to do like a 5-gallon batch. It would have been probably too thin. But I threw an absolute fuck ton of mosaic hops in it at flame out, and then probably about 20 minutes afterwards, I threw in another pack of hops once it cooled a little bit, and it had so much like hop aroma. Like when it was fermenting, you know, in the little airlocks, and blah 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 blah, you could smell the hops from like 20 feet away.
What was that sound?
It was blub 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 like that. Yes, as they do.
Nice, very nice.
But yeah, I just had this stuff laying around, and I'm like, I need to get rid of this. It's just going to go bad if it hasn't already.
Yeah.
And I had yeast in the fridge. I still have a bunch of hops in the fridge. So I was just whatever I had.
Bummed I missed all the clearance beer kits and kits of everything at Captain Cork when they closed. However,
Yeah, this was all stuff I got there: the yeast, the hops,
Nice.
the DME, the LME.
I had I don't know if you remember the sign. It was a big ass white sign with a bunch of grapes on it. It says "In Vino Veritas," which is Latin for "In wine there is truth." That's hanging in my room. I love that. But no, I was hoping to get some kits of some sort, wine, beer, or whatever.
Oh,
when I was there.
they had sold out of a lot of that stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But I was very proud, and I was told the story. I'll assume it's true because I have no reason to doubt it. So Andy, the most recent owner of it, who unfortunately passed, and thus they closed. I did buy one of his beer kettles, and it was definitely used. I mean, there's still shit sitting in the bottom of it, but I bought his beer kettle, nice Blickman kettle.
Blickman's nice.
Yeah, and I love Blickman stuff. I love their Hellfire burner.
It's by Bottling Gun as a Blickman.
Nice.
I really like it.
Yeah, they make good stuff, and I need to break that thing in. I bought her a full reseal kit to do everything on it. I cleaned it. I deep cleaned it because there's some nasty, gunky stuff in there. But whenever he did his last brew in that, it was put away that way. So it was definitely, I mean, it was the last beer that he made in that, and now I have it.
Yeah, cleaning my kettle is always my least favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
When I do like extract batches or whatever, like I did this weekend, I've just got like a 5-gallon brew pot that I use on the stove. That's easy to clean. But
I use my mom's canning pot, and she hates it because she doesn't like the smell of it brewing in the house.
My
It always annoys
16, like the keggle I've got's like 16 gallon, and that thing is difficult to clean. And
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah, this one's big enough. I will not be able to use this on the burner in the house. I'm gonna have to use my Hellfire burner on it.
Yeah, if I use the other one, I have to use the fire burner. But
Yeah.
I was doing some other shit around the house, and I just wanted to get rid of this. I'm like, I can just do this on the stovetop. And it was very easy, and it was basically free because this was stuff that was going to go bad if I didn't use it, and I bought it all like it was all like 75 to 80% off. Like so,
Yeah.
those yeasts they
some
cost
good
me like
sales
a
there.
quarter
Yeah.
for a packet of yeast. You know, the 3.3 pound jars of liquid malt extract cost
Yeah.
like $2 a piece.
I
So
still have
I made 9 gallons of beer for like $10.
I still have a 5-gallon beer kit at home that I haven't brewed up yet, and a 1-gallon. I want to do the gallon just to burn it up and get rid of it because I don't do anything in a gallon, and I don't really want to keep that little small scale crap around.
Yeah, this was just taking up room in my cupboard.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it is. It gets kegged up today. Today's day 8 of fermentation, so it should be pretty well done.
See, I go way longer than I should with a lot of that. I'll forget about it. For
I
a
don't
couple
want it to
weeks.
oxidize.
See, I'll rack it at least once, sometimes twice with anything that I do, and that screwed me because the cider that I did, it I don't want to say over fermented, but the yeast there was not enough sugars left to get the yeast to ferment to carbonate it. So it was almost, I mean, there's a little bit, but it was almost completely still when I bottled that.
That's why I keg everything.
It
I
still
hate
tastes
bottling.
good, but I like beer with bubbles.
Yeah, I hate bottling. I
agreed.
bottled the first batch I ever brewed, and then after that I said, this is awful. I hate this, and I bought kegs.
I hate caps, so that's why I went to the Grausch bottles. And the more and more we talk, the more and more I want to get into just the forced carbonating and then the counterfill bottling gun
yeah.
with the Grausch. I think it'll be perfect. And and it's been several years since I actually did the braggot. I'm still damn tempted to dump it all back into a container, rinse the bottles, force carbonate it, and rebottle it because I love it. It's so good, but I want bubbles. I want that to be carbonated.
You could pitch some priming sugar back in it.
I did when I bottled it, though, and it didn't do anything.
Pitch some priming sugar and then sprinkle a little bit of yeast in there and rebottle it.
I am so scared of bottle grenades again, though, because those Grausch bottles, when they blow, that's scary.
Well, I've got kegs. You can put it in. I've got like
We
15
talked
of them.
about it, yeah. I've got one, an old Pinlock Coke keg. I have everything to convert it, and I have all the fittings. I actually managed to get my hands on some Coca-Cola only, all stainless Pinlock fittings for that. Yeah, I'm not supposed to have those.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen them one time.
They probably don't
outside
use
of-
them anymore anyway.
Oh, no, everybody went ball lock.
Yeah, pin locks no one uses anymore.
No, I know.
I love the ball lock. It's just so.
It is.
Quick release
It's
is
just
so nice.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
Yeah. I never get you never get a lot of spillage and things like that, or
I mean, you don't with the Pinlock, as long as you know how to use them, you push down and twist and you're fine.
but you got those really high carbonated beers, and it's harder to. I don't know. I just don't think it's.
Yeah, I agree, but I paid nothing for that keg, and I paid like $20 for the fittings on eBay, and I made them work. That other keg that I have is a ball lock. I just have to pop the dents out. I'll get at it eventually.
It's fine. I have ones without dents you can have. There's probably even beer in a couple of them.
Oh, really?
got
We're talking.
I've got a barrel-aged stout that there was like 2 gallons of in a keg in my garage. That's probably like
Soured by now.
it was on CO2. Like I CO2'd it.
It's still probably soured.
Yep. Hey, that's Johnny's beer.
I'll try it. Point case, I'm going to drink some more of this one.
Yeah, when I cleaned out, like when I got rid of my old kegerator, there was still like some beer left in that keg, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the garage. It's sealed, and maybe one day.
I mean, if you keep it dark and cool,
It's in a keg in my garage.
it's in an oxygen neutral environment.
It's like 10%. It was barrel aged.
Theoretically, that should be fine. I'll try it. Fuck. You got the Friendsgiving coming up. Throw it in a cooler. I'll bring a tap and I'll tap it there.
I have lots of picnic taps.
Excellent.
Yeah, but yeah, this
I'll give it a go.
for the first time since I put my kegerator in. All 3 taps will be active at the same time. Usually, I have 1 or 2 going, and then something runs out. But this time, all 3, because I'm putting all 3 in at the same time, so they'll all be active.
Excellent.
The other one will be rum cider. That one's just just easy. It's a crowd pleaser.
really good.
Like not everyone wants to drink beer.
Was that the one that you had last year?
Yeah, it'll be same recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Daryl, you took this day off, right? You're coming
I'm coming when?
to his Friendsgiving party?
Oh, I might. When is it?
I texted you about it. It's in the
did.
text history. Yeah.
We'll talk about it off the air.
Yeah. That's I figured the rum cider is a good go-to
That
for
was
people who don't drink
phenomenal,
beer,
yeah.
but also if these experiment beers or these experiments aren't that good, well,
Whatever.
What was that term?
experiment.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's why we do $2 variants here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, what's his name? The Brewlosifer. If you've ever looked up his stuff on online,
Never even heard of him.
he's got like a website and different things like that. But he does a lot of interesting experiments. He challenges a lot of like brewing conventions that we've just done for years.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it's done. That was where I first learned about fermenting a lager at room temperature. Mm-hmm. He did the experiment with the Weissdefiner yeast, the 3470, and he did 10 gallons of wort, split it into 2 fermenters, did one at 55, one at 70, and they came out the same.
There is a difference. Every time I've tried it, I've tasted a difference.
See, I've never had that
little bit of
problem.
This
on the
is
back
why.
end.
So, a friend of Mr. Bill's and mine, we call him Preacher. I'm trying so hard to get him on the show because he's an experimental brewer, and the levels of research this guy's gone to with different things, the things that he knows outside of the norm of brewing rules and standards and practices is unreal. Mm-hmm. I mean, the dude's a genius.
Yeah, but we used to use lager yeast in our basement, so it's 60
Yeah.
6 degrees, 68, whatever
You're
it is.
splitting the difference temp-wise.
And it's not bad. It's still good. It has that same lager taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do it cold, then you have a sweetness to it that you kind of miss out on. It's that back end sweetness.
I don't know how to be
I
sweet,
noticed.
though.
Dumps
It's not really
sugar in
sweet,
it
but
and call it a
it's
day.
a back end sweeter taste. I don't know what to call it. But
No one heard that to call me out on it. That's okay.
No, we were being professionals, talking about
We
beer.
don't do a professional show. Someone says some bullshit, you call them out.
some of us sobered up already.
Yeah.
It's not you, because it's not me.
This Gumballhead is tasty, but
it's not
fresh.
Gumballhead.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
Yeah.
I'm still drinking it. Like I'm not gonna throw it away. 'Cause
Still
I'm
got
thirsty.
6 more at home.
I'm very thirsty.
That's why I have my peanut butter here.
God, it's really tripping me out. It tastes like iced tea. I like iced tea.
As do
So-
I. As do I. And I love unsweetened iced tea. And I don't
Same.
care what anybody says.
No, I'm
I don't like the
unsweetened.
sugar in tea.
don't-
Unsweetened iced tea is mint.
I don't like
Fucking
sweet
perfect.
tea.
No.
Don't
That's
fuck with
because
me,
we're in
sweet
the
tea.
north.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give me regular ass tea.
Maybe a little bit of lemon or lime or something and we're good. But
Yeah, I don't
or
mind
just
lemon.
straight tea.
Yeah. My mom used to make sun tea all the time. You just like
Nice.
put the jug out in the sun and you put the tea bags in it and then you put it in the fridge and then you drink it.
Nice.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, in the south they do the same thing, but they add sugar.
They're wrong.
Yeah. Never say the South is wrong.
No, they're wrong. They're wrong about
I mean, they're
their
wrong
tea.
about some things before we get too far carried away. They were wrong about some things, a few years ago.
a few years ago.
Like last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I like unsweetened tea. I think it's just,
agree,
I don't know.
yeah.
I want to taste the tea. I don't want to
Yeah.
taste sugar.
Yeah.
I'm not like a really big
If I
sweet
want sugar,
guy
I'll
to
drink
begin
Mountain
with.
Dew or something.
Exactly.
I don't know if I'm drinking it. Tastes good.
Oh, that's the sound he makes.
Slurp it up.
I'm surprised he hasn't had a single beer he's liked on the podcast because he's never made that noise before. I don't think he was talking about beer, Johnny.
I don't know on that one, but I won't.
Do you have to pay $20 for that?
No, I'm pretty good. Free. You guys are wrong.
Wrong.
I was talking about beer.
Oh.
I'll take your word for it. I'll believe anything anybody says to me until you give me a reason to doubt you.
Did you see Elvis? He just walked by.
Yeah, fuck off. I ain't falling for that again.
King. It's on a unicycle.
I have the National Enquirer magazine from 1977, the year he died.
He didn't die.
actually
He's still
do.
alive.
I've seen Men in Black. I know.
He's in
He
Cuba.
didn't die. He just went home.
No, he's a pastor in some church in I don't
Las
remember what
Vegas?
state. No.
Nevada?
Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't. There's a legit conspiracy. He's still alive as a pastor.
Facial expressions match,
What the
voice
hell?
matches, DNA matches, everything. He was at the kids, Elvis's kids that died. He
Yeah.
was at the the funeral. Yeah, the same guy.
It's unsettling, but if anybody knows this guy, get a hold of him and refers to High Gravity because we want to talk to him.
Oh, he's
welcome
already
him back
approached
to
so
the
many times. You can look it up.
I don't know. He might, for a little show with no listeners, is not worldwide exposed.
gotta
Maybe
think-
he'll want to talk to us.
At that time with the mafia, because he was already in trouble with the mafia.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yep. So
There's a lot I didn't know about the man, apparently.
Everyone famous back then was in trouble with the
with the
mafia.
at that
Oh,
time,
yeah.
the mafia was everything.
I have an uncle with ties to the mafia out in Minnesota.
That's something
And I should
you wanna
probably
say on
not
air.
talk
Yeah.
anymore than that. I'm pretty sure he's gone. So, I mean, I think we're all right.
Pretty sure.
I mean, yeah.
He might be a pastor in Ohio.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Is he a pastor?
Oh, boy.
Well, anyway.
So, what's next?
How much time do we have left?
I don't fucking know.
Well, we're out of
I
beer.
have 23 gigs available.
We're out of beer.
That doesn't help us.
I know. 34, 44, 54.
Our listeners are like, is this going to end yet?
We're a little bit over a half hour.
Oh, good. Then we're done.
So we can get up and get more beer?
See ya.
I mean, we could-
See you next week in 5 minutes.
We're not supposed to allude to time. Come on.
Just cut it.
See you next time when we have more beer.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer's the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink High Gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beers.
Stay frothy, my friends.